Riverhawk fans, and welcome to this week's edition of the Riverhawk Review. I'm Ben Barker. Well, they've got the Player of the Year, the Defensive Player of the Year, and now they've got an NE10 title. Sunday, the UMass Lowell Riverhawks defeated Merrimack College to claim their third Northeast 10 championship in as many years. The Riverhawks may have the trophy, but it was no walk in the park. Merrimack defeated UMass Lowell at home earlier this season, so maybe some revenge here for the Riverhawks. Check out this shot by Rachel McCarthy early on. Lifts it just too high, over the top of the net. Will not go. Later on, McCarthy trying to do anything she can to create some offense, cutting through the defense, gets tripped up, still gets the pass off out in front of the net, but a nice kick saved by the Merrimack goaltender. We're still scoreless. He just had a feeling the Riverhawks were going to score in this one, and here it comes. A nice cross in front of the net, and that's Vanessa Kent putting it home. The senior midfielder has been so big down the stretch for the Riverhawks, and it continued in this one. One last chance for Merrimack here, but that shot goes wide, and the Riverhawks let the madness begin. They win the Northeast 10 championship title for the third consecutive season. Check out the team hoisting the trophy. And once again, the UMass Lowell Riverhawks defeat Merrimack College 1-0 in the Northeast 10 championship. The player of the game for the Riverhawks was Vanessa Kent. The senior came on strong for the Riverhawks down the stretch, but this was undoubtedly her biggest goal of the season as it gave the Riverhawks a victory. For more on UMass Lowell's amazing run, I talked to head coach Shannon Leibachek. A couple of nail-biters, 1-0 victories in both the semifinal and the final. What was it like being on the sideline, kind of with all that emotion out there on the field?
Well, I think we knew when we were that third seed and we found out early on last week that was going to be our road. We took it very seriously. We knew we would have a tough road with Stonehill and then Bentley, and then if we did win, the possibility of playing Merrimack again. But I think what we wanted to focus on all week was just staying composed and disciplined and confident on our defense. We have some young people on the forward line, so we know that we're going to have to win games with our defense. And when we did that, I think all week long, I think we showed, if you look at our defensive stats, they were pretty much shutouts in some areas.
Well, the trophy is now yours, but not too much time to celebrate. NCAA tournament now going to be hosted right here at UMass Lowell. What are you doing to keep your players focused so hard to not get caught up in all the celebration after winning a tournament?
Yeah, I think we took the NE10 tournament as a new season. When we started off before Stonehill, we were 0-0, and we're going to take that same attitude going into the NCAA tournament. We know that we have one opportunity to win a game and then to go play for a national championship. So right now, we're really just going to focus on staying healthy, getting some rest. I thought we had a tough week last week. Competitive games, we used a lot of our starters for a lot of minutes. So getting rest, getting recovered, rejuvenated, and getting excited to play for an NCAA tournament championship.
All right, great, Coach. Thank you so much, and good luck in the NCAA tournament.
Thanks, Ben.
Well, the field hockey team may be in celebration mode, but the ice hockey team is still looking to hit its stride. Heading into Friday night's action, the Riverhawks stood at 1-1-1 on the season. Looking to get above 500, UMass Lowell welcomed Boston College to the Songus Center. The Eagles and the Riverhawks facing off. UMass Lowell has a chance here in the first period. That's Chad Ruedel trying to jam it home, but the net comes loose. Nothing doing. Later on, it's BC with the chance. But check out the save by Doug Carr. Nice glove save. Keeps it scoreless. Later in the third, though, BC's Stephen Whitney delivers the dagger, beating Carr on the wrister. Take another look. This is the goal that would put Boston College up 1-0. UMass Lowell with one more chance. Let's listen in on the call by Bob Ellis.
Now to Holmstrom, turns, fires, save was made, and Pendenza almost put it in the corner, but it just went off his stick and wide. Wetmore puts it in front, shot goes wide, and that is it. This one is over. Boston College a winner, and oh my goodness, what a terrific hockey game.
Obviously they're a good hockey team, and I thought we played well enough to win tonight. However, we didn't capitalize.
So the Riverhawks came up just short in this one, but it was no fault of the goalie. Doug Carr put on another amazing performance for the Riverhawks. He stopped 19 of the 20 shots that came his way. The junior is off to another strong start to the season. After the home loss, UMass Lowell traveled to Boston College to take on the Eagles once again. It was a new venue, but the results were much the same. Boston College caught fire offensively and defeated UMass Lowell 6-3. The men's soccer team ended its regular season with a surprising loss to Stonehill College. Still, the Riverhawks were able to grab the number 3 seed heading into the Northeast 10 tournament. The men host Lemoyne at a quarterfinal matchup this afternoon. The women's team may not be heading for the tournament, but it did manage to end its season on a positive note. Kiana Santos was the standout. She had a game to remember for the Riverhawks. The senior netted her 5th goal of the season, and it proved to be the game winner as UMass Lowell defeated St. Michael's 2-1. The women would go on to add another victory in the final game of the season. The Riverhawks defeated Southern Connecticut 1-0. Jenna Costa scored the lone goal in that one. The volleyball team was also looking to grab a late season victory. Heading into Saturday's action, the team had dropped 5 straight decisions. Facing a struggling Assumption team, the Riverhawks hoped to turn things around. And turn things around they would. The Riverhawks came away with a convincing 3-1 victory over Assumption, snapping its 5-game losing streak. Ella Merrill led the Riverhawks in this one. Her 15.5 points were the most on the day. The sophomore continues to have a very impressive season. The UMass Lowell golf team had another very impressive outing. The Riverhawks finished tied for first with St. Anselm College in the NEIG Championship. Harry Holm was very impressive for UMass Lowell. The sophomore shot a 75, which was good for first overall in the tournament. The men's basketball team has an exhibition at UConn on Sunday, November 4th. Free tickets and transportation are available. The fan bus will be leaving Fox Hall at 10:30 a.m. and tip-off is scheduled for 1 p.m. You can sign up at the South Student Information Center, room 222. We are just about out of time here on this week's edition of the Riverhawk Review, but once again, if you have a question that you want to hear answered by any UMass Lowell student, athlete, or coach, just tweet it at Riverhawk Nation. That's at Riverhawk Nation, and you could be featured on next week's episode. Until then, I'm Ben Barker. Get rowdy and go River.